Welcome to the Voice of the Coast. I am your host, Danique. Along with me, we have Zion Francois, whose daughter is headed to nationals. When I say nationals, I'm talking about National Gymnastics Association. She's going to be competing on the national level.
Yes,
First and foremost, she's only 11 years old. Tell me a little bit about how Zion got started with you figuring out, my daughter, there's something special about her.
Zion was always flipping around the house, always walking on her hands. I would ask Zion to go and get me something. She would go, but she would walk on her hands while doing it. Back bends and just teaching herself different flips and everything. So as a girl mom, I put her in dance with ballet and tap and tumbling. She did great, she loved it, but it got to the point where she only wanted to go for tumbling. And even her coach, Angie, told us that Zion had something special. So at that point, we started looking for just gymnastic gyms. And she even told us she wanted more bars and beams. And we found James Academy in Houma. We brought her there to try out. We thought she was going to have to do rec gym or pre-team. They invited her to join the team at level 1.
Now, at this point, she's only 4 years old.
She was 5 at this point. We did dance for a year.
Right. But at home, you're seeing all of this at 3.
Yes, ma'am.
So to see that very early like that, I mean, you're obviously gravitating to it. You're like, oh, I want my daughter to do this. What about dad seeing his daughter flip, bend over, and I mean, doing all these very risky behavior as far as just athletically?
Dad is nervous, but he supports them. Whatever she wanted to do, he was 100% behind it. Yeah. And he's a protector. So to see her on bars and beam, he's kind of nervous, but he's staying back and just the process. But he's very supportive of her.
So now she's at a new gym, which is in New Iberia. What is it like for her?
We were at New Heights from the age of 6 up until now. New Heights, the girls are very supportive of each other. It's camaraderie. It's like a sisterhood. And I love it for them because they form bonds at gym as well as outside of gym. And I love it. And all of them are great. All those girls are great. One of her friends, Willow, she's also on the national team. So they're going together, and all of her level 7, those girls are going to nationals.
What events will she be participating in?
Bars, beam, floor, and vault.
Yeah. So how did she advance? Because what we got the information is that she placed 7th, and she was able to secure a spot with 10 out of 40 young ladies.
Regardless of age.
Yes.
It's scores. So the scores that you put up on each event, you get an average. So those average scores go into determining who's making the team and who isn't.
And she will advance now to nationals. You guys will be going to Anaheim,
California.
Yes. And what happens? What happens after that?
After nationals, no stop in training. They still go 3 days a week. And they do more strength training during the summer and working on new skills to progress them to the next level. So it's not a break for a month. A break for a gymnast is pretty much death. You can't stop that long. So it never stops for her. She take breaks, summer breaks, whenever she's tired. We let her rest. We let Zion dictate what she can, and when she needs a break, we'll take a break.
How do you feel about her going this far? I mean, I know it has to make you a proud mom.
I am so proud, and I'm proud because she really works hard. And for her to see the fruit of her labor, it'll bring you to tears. Just to see her strive and succeed, that's all I want for her.
And she does well, not just athletically, but academically.
Yes, ma'am. She's maintained a 4.0 GPA since the 1st grade. So 1st grade through 5th, and she just got awards, and she was awarded the highest scholastic average in her grade. Word millionaire twice. She has over 2 million words read. She pushes herself.
Okay.
She pushes herself.
Now let me ask you, Mom, were you athletic growing up? Where do you think she got this from?
Well, she got it from me.
Okay, get it from my mama.
Yeah. And I just look like this. But I played basketball, softball. I ran track. I boxed. While I was at LSU, I boxed professionally for a couple of years. And I just don't shy away from anything. If it's fun, it's done. And that's what I like to pass on to my girls.
And let us not shy away from the fact that you say you box.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, mom box. Okay, so were you boxing other women?
Yeah, I boxed other women, but I trained with men. So the
Okay,
guys were like my brothers, but
so
they
you
didn't
were
hold anything
bad,
back.
and bad meaning good.
I would like to say so.
Yes. How far
Yeah.
did you take it?
Golden Gloves in Minden, Louisiana, and then professional in Texas.
Awesome. Well, we're going to come back. Y'all come on back and join us. We're going to have to do a whole show on mom eventually. But come on back right here on The Voice of the Coast with yours truly. Welcome back to The Voice of the Coast. We're talking to the mother of Zion Francois. Her name is Summers Francois. She's the mother of Zion, and they are heading to nationals. And I'm just so happy to be able to do this interview with you. You're from Franklin, so you're local. Are you the only local? Is she the only local participant from St. Mary that's going to be going to nationals that you know of?
Yes, ma'am, she is. Her other teammate, Willow, she's from Broussard.
And tell me a little bit about the coach. You kind of started telling me a little bit about her and her qualification.
Yes, ma'am. Morgan Lilla, she is an Olympian, and she participated in the Olympics when they went to Tokyo, and she's a pole vaulter. So Morgan has a lot of competitiveness in her as well.
Yeah.
Her other coach is John Roberts, and she's actually a judge for USAG and NGA. So
Okay.
she's kind of able to tell the girls what exactly they're looking for, you know, and kind of judge them before we go to tell them what they need to straighten out.
Something you mentioned that I want to talk about is that the sisterhood, the camaraderie.
Yes, ma'am.
How important is that for competitors?
It is very important because if you have a team, it's not so good to be competing against yourselves. It's good to pull each other along and just teach that teamwork is the way to go. And in life, the same way. You don't want to go through life competing all the time. You want to be happy for others and pull them up instead of down and fighting all the time.
A lot of the, what you have in you, because you were athletic.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you instilling that in your girls, your children?
I am. I just want them to be the best that they can be. Don't shy away from anything. If you want to try it, and just be the best at whatever you undertake.
Yeah. What's her goal in life? Do you know?
She likes gymnastics. She's wanting to do track and field. She's wanting to do softball. She's loving medicine now, so she's thinking about being a doctor. I just want Zion to have a focus. Just stay focused on what you want. So she's the author. I'm just providing the paper and the pen. So I just want to give her the tools that she needs to succeed.
I love that. So, Mom, you're very wise, I can tell.
Thank you.
So I know there's another sister. There's Zuri, younger sister.
Yes,
Is she
ma'am.
following the same footsteps as Big Sis?
Zuri is like in softball and swimming. She's very good in those areas, and she's comical. So she's a comedian.
Okay, there's one in every family.
Yeah.
Okay, and my little sister's the same way.
Two different personalities, but both of them, I see it in them. So I'm trying to pull it out and nurture whatever they have going on. Wherever she want to go, I'll be behind her. I'm just trying to have them keep me in the same parish.
Right,
So,
right.
If we can do that, we'll be all right. But,
Now, we asked if Mom was athletic. What about Dad?
Dad is not as athletic as we, and he's not going to like that, but he's musically inclined, let's say that, because he was in a group from Morgan City.
Okay.
But he provides and gets us wherever we have to go, so he's really behind the team. Yeah, we love him for it.
We have a star power. We got a boxer, we got musically inclined father, so that's great. So you're leaving for Anaheim, California.
Yes,
Is it all going to be all work and any play in there?
We're going to make a vacation out of it and just make sure she enjoys herself while she was there. Since Zion was 2, she's been telling me she wanted to live in California. So her going to California is going to be a big highlight.
See, we can't lose our kids. This is going to take me down another rabbit hole here. We can't. She's already 11 talking about living somewhere else. We need to keep this
She
talent
was
here.
2. I'm like, California? She was like, yeah, I want to go to California.
Yeah.
I had to pull over to the side of the road. I'm like, Zion, you going to leave Mama like that?
She said, pull to the side of the road.
She said, you can
Yeah.
come with me.
Yeah.
But she's always been knowing what she's wanting to do. So
And if this does take her to the Olympics, it very well could.
It
Is
could.
this the track for that?
it is the track for it. This summer, we're striving to be a level 8. Usually with USAG, I know for sure around level 8, they start being scouted. You can get scholarships and things like that. She's wanting to go to LSU and Fisk, and I just want her to be able to have what she needs when it comes to that point. So I need to educate myself on what I need to do for her and where she needs to be, and her coaches as well. They can give us more information on that.
Okay. So you said Fisk University and LSU.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
did Fisk come about?
We are on TikTok a lot, and we saw Fisk University coming up as a HBCU and also a very strong gymnastics squad. So when she saw girls that were all black, she was like, okay, this is interesting. So she started looking at Fisk like that.
All right, y'all hold your horses. We got one more segment with Mom, but then we have the star of the hour will be joining us, so make sure to come on back right here on The Voice of the Coast. Summers Francois, who's the mother to a gymnast, a national gymnast at this point, Zion Francois. Let's talk about, we hear about being a soccer mom, and we know the soccer band, we know about, the rigorous schedule when it comes to being a soccer mom or any really sports mother. What is it like to be a gym mom?
A gym mom, you also have to have tough skin, because with a gymnast, it's actually literally blood, sweat, and tears. And as a gym mom, you have to know you have to step back and let them go and trust the process. But to see your baby crying or hurt, you don't like it. But as they grow in the sport, is less. So at the beginning stages, you have to make sure that you are hands off and entrust the coaches with your baby. And it's hard.
Now, I was a volleyball mom, okay? And I'm up in the stands. That's you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going at it.
Oh, yeah.
Are you able? Because I never see
Yes.
the gym, really a lot of screaming, just a lot of clapping.
Yes, I do.
You do?
I might be the only one. But
Okay.
she listens for me.
Okay.
She listens for me. Now, this last competition, I wasn't able to make it because we had kindergarten graduation, and she did so well. So the moms are telling me that maybe I have to stay home because she did so well, but I'm not going to do it. We
Right.
scream, we holler, we support. We have to do it.
Right now, you're so soft-spoken.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm
Bring
good.
it. Bring it on. This is the Voice of the Coast, the good, the bad, the ugly. This is
Yeah.
what we talk about over here.
Oh, yeah, I cheer. I'm loud when it comes
Yes.
to them. I have to show up, and they have to know I'm there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, my husband, he's quiet.
Well, he's probably over there praying.
Uh-huh.
He's probably praying
Yeah.
at this point.
Oh, but I have to be loud.
Now we know you're a gym mom, obviously, and what it takes. But what about her? What does she come home and say, Mom? It's challenging, or what does she go through?
When she started so young, they were saying it's good for them to start young because the fear isn't there. And she's pretty much still fearless, but it is times where she's scared. So we are a praying family. So I have to let her know that she can do all things through Christ who strengthens her. We pray, we think about it, we do positive affirmations. We just have to, and I like it because she's learning how to learn. So you have to learn and go through these things to become a better person, a better gymnast, a better anything. So she has to learn how to get through it. Everything's not going to be easy. It's just teaching her how to get through.
You know what? These are the life lessons you learn early.
Yes, ma'am.
You should learn early instead of before you become my age, in my 20s. Just saying. No.
I'm 18.
Okay, you're 19. Okay, right. But no, sounds like you're getting that in her head, and you're letting her know,
Yes, ma'am.
it's okay to do that here, and it's training day. That's what my husband called it. This is training
Yes,
here.
that's right.
Awesome. And I want to ask you something. What's your favorite event to see her perform or to take part in?
Everything but beam.
I
Any
can
gymnast,
imagine.
beam, you hold your breath the whole time.
Because
Because to us, it's like the difficulty level and them hurting themselves are high on beam. But I love every event. But beam really sends my pressure through the roof.
that's your least favorite. But what's your favorite?
My favorite is floor because
Why?
you get to see their personalities
Okay.
on the floor.
So if I didn't know Zion, and she's going to come up here shortly,
Okay.
If I saw her performing, what would I say? What would I walk away saying? Okay, I got you now.
She's made for it because you can see that she loves it. It's just she's learning how to pour everything she has into what she's doing. So taken away from that, you'll see Zion as a gymnast on that floor, and she's leaving everything there.
What I also like seeing, and I've seen especially LSU play, I'm sorry, will perform, I guess. And I see they're sassy, they're in control, they're empowered. Would I get that from Zion?
Yes, ma'am. She's learning. Zion, she's shy, and she's an introvert, but she's learning to put that out of her routines. And the coaches that she's learning from is telling her they want to see you enjoying yourself, because she's so focused on doing everything right on the floor that she has to show that she's having fun. But she is, and you will see it.
Before she comes up here, tell me a little bit about what Zion likes to do at home. How is she now? Because you know, sometimes you got different kids. You got one that's for the school, one for the mat, and then one at home. Tell me, who is she at home?
At home, Zion is laid back. She's taking a break. She's on her phone. She's TikToking. She's just a girl. She's wanting to shop. She's wanting to cook. Everything relaxing. Zion likes to relax and spend money.
Oh, it's been okay. That's my kind of girl. All right. Well, we've got Zion coming up shortly. Thank you very much, Summers.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Y'all come on back. We're talking to the star of the hour coming up next right here on The Voice of the Coast. Welcome back to The Voice of the Coast. My guest and the star of the hour is Zion Francois. Welcome to The Voice of the Coast. Are you happy to be here?
Yes.
Yes. We're going to talk a little bit about you and talk about your love for gymnastics. Now, I heard from your mom. How much do you love gymnastics?
I really do love it. I like just everything about it that I can do, and I'm just very thankful that I can do it.
Right. And what is it about gymnastics that you love? Like, what is it, like, specifically that you say, this is why I do this?
I really like to flip. Flipping is just fun. It's very fun. I really like to flip and tumble.
And what about your teammates? One thing your mom mentioned was the camaraderie.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your team?
They're very supportive, and I'm very glad that they're my teammates, and they do the stuff that they do. They like we support each other, and I really like that about them. Yeah.
And with gym, I know it has to be quite a challenge. What makes you say, you know what, it's hard or it's challenging, but I'm gonna keep doing it? I mean, do you have to talk yourself into it? Do you have to say,
Yes.
Today I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do well? I don't know. Tell me about the routine that you have to get yourself motivated. It's just something you love to do.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of talking. It's just like, I'm just gonna go do it, right?
Yes.
Do you have that same feeling about school?
Could, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit now about future aspirations. Who do you look up to in the gymnast world,
Simone Biles.
and why?
I like the way that she makes stuff look so easy, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to be able to do that. So I really just like to see everything that she can do and hope one day I'll do that too.
Well, I think at this point, I mean, you're 11, but there are young ladies who are coming up behind you. If they're looking at you and saying, oh my goodness, she's from Franklin, she's from where I'm from, what advice would you give to those young ladies who are saying, I want to do what she's doing?
I would say go for it, because you never know if you like it or not. Turns out I love it, so they might too. So I'll just say go for it.
Now, of course, you're on this track, maybe even for the Olympics. You're in the Nationals right now, and you very well could go into the Olympics. What is your favorite event? If they said today you're going to the Olympics and you're going to perform this, what would you like to do?
I would love to do floor. I just really like the fact that I can show my personality through that routine. I really like floor.
So what are some of the songs that you've chosen that you usually dance to or perform to?
I don't really know the name of it.
Okay.
But it just shows more of my personality.
Gotcha. So of course we know you like Simone Biles. You like to
Yes.
continue and maybe even go to the Olympics. What do you want to do in life? What's your goal? What would you like to be when you get older? Have you thought that far?
I think that I would like to be some kind of doctor. I like helping people, so.
How did you come up with that, being a doctor?
I like helping people and being kind to them. So I would just be like, if I could help them, that would be really nice, because I like to help people.
So you're not afraid of needles?
I can be.
You can?
But,
Well, that'll come with time. So yeah, and you still could be a doctor, right? Yeah, awesome. Okay, now you have a sister. Do you try to teach her? I know she's athletic too, but do you try to teach her some things?
I do. And when I do, she says she wants to, but sometimes she's like, I don't want to do it. So then I'm like, but you said you did. So I try to teach her,
try
but
to teach her, try to get her to do it. But what about, she loves softball.
She does.
Does she try to show you the same thing?
Yes, she likes softball and dance. She tries to teach me. I do it.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, because you're the
Yeah.
oldest sister, right? Yeah, you
Got
can't
a
say no to
sibling.
baby girl. You can't.
Sometimes I do,
Oh,
but
okay, but not all the time.
no.
Okay. Well, you're going to California. How does that make you feel being able to go out there? And then you're going with one of your teammates really quickly.
I'm really excited to go because I've always wanted to go to California since I was little. So I'm just really excited to experience that.
Thank you so much, Zion. We really appreciate it. See you guys next time. Take care.